Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Derek Lively is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's Allen. And it's Flagg in at the 3. And for the Hornets, we've got Jaden McDaniels. Herbert Jones is out there with Price. Then it's Knipple. And it's Duren in at the center position. So we have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Irving passes to Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got the first points of the night for the Mavs.
Well, that's the thing about Tobias Harris. You think of him as a high-volume three-point shooter, but historically, he actually takes a lot more twos.
Now, here's Price. Duren with the screen on Irving. Price with the ball. Lively defending.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Harris outside. From 15 feet away, and it's in there.
Well, Harris loves that mid-range shot. It's something he will often go to if nothing else is there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
That's good from Knipple. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet could be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Here's Price. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Allen. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here is Harris. And on the way from Irving for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. The drive by Price, and that one good. Price has got his second basket.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Allen against Price. Allen, that's good.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Price with the ball. Duren with the screen on Irving. Price with the ball. Lively defending. Price kicks to Jones. 4 on the clock. McDaniels sets a screen for Jones. And Lively pulls it down.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
And that one's good. Flag.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Price outside. McDaniels on the wing. He's looking for Duren and finds him. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's first flag. Irving with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Now Price. McDaniels outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one drops. And the Hornets making a change here. Ware's checked in. And McDaniels drops them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
Pass the flag. To the paint. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Can't hit from in close.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Allen passes to Irving. In the corner. Lively with it. Now here's Irving. Pass to Allen. This one for 3. Good D by Price. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. On the way, Harris. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Price outside. Pass to Jones. Price looking it over. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way. Outside Irving. It's stolen by Jones. He's got a clear path. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
And Jones sends it back. Price up top. He's covered by Irving. McDaniels outside. It's Price on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Shot clock at 5. Back to McDaniel. Irving with the steal. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a nice read by Irving to start that break. And the number one thing, top of the whiteboard, take care of the basketball.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for McDaniels. Porter comes in for Knipple. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Kobe White in for Price. Now here's White to the middle. Here's Kamara.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
White against Simmons. Pass to DeRozan. In the corner, it's Gafford. Here's Simmons. White covering. It's deflected.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's a screen by Kamara. Inside. Over Simmons. Kamara misses.
And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Pass to Gafford. Porter against DeRozan. Here's Washington. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Now here's White. No scoring in this one. On the wing, Porter. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Gafford, bounce pass. Outside, Simmons. To the inside. Shots good by Gafford.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's White. Pass to Kamare. Right side, Porter. And another 3 for Charlotte.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
DeRozan against Porter. Simmons, a screen on Porter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. Flag is checked in for the Mavericks. Simmons, a screen on Porter. Pass to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
Screen by Hartenstein. Here's Thomas, and he banks in the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low, here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Assisted by
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Hornets lead by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And Simmons is out there with Christie. And it's Flagg in at the small forward position. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers, Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Simmons against White. Inside. Kamare misses. Mavericks trail by 3. To the middle. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's White. Hasn't made one yet. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Christie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Then one on Porter. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Kevin, back to you.
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Pass to Flagg. Jacks up a 3. Christie can't make it. Hornets trail by 3. And here's White. Still without a basket. And there's the drive. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only given up 2 points this quarter. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Kyrie Irving checked in for Simmons. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Washington. Screen by Gafford. And on the way from Irving for 3. Charlotte trailing. Porter with it. He has 6. Screen by Hartenstein. Here's Spencer. They get it again. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Hartenstein showing a little bit of flair right there. Very stylish on that dunk.
Pass to Flagg. For the screen on Porter. Flagg. Dallas no good that time either.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
White with it. Defended by Gafford. To the paint. Gafford with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Flagg. He has 5. Irving finds Christie. No good from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
They set the pick. Pass to Diabate. Shot clock at 6. Here's Spencer, defended by Christie.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Irving against White. To end the cold streak. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Charlotte in the lead. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Dallas also making some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Tobias Harris comes in for Washington. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Max Christie. Now, here's Price. He has 6. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to Flag. Here's Lively. Now Flag. Here's Allen. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Man, I love it. Grayson Allen fighting in there.
Now Price. Pass to Knippel. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Tobias Harris.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here's Price. Screen by McDaniel. Price, the pass to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Irving with it, defended by Jones. Yes, that goes in. Lively's got his first basket of the night.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Price against Irving. Stolen by Lively. And here we go. Flag heading to the hoop. It's deflected.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran flat out. A brick wall around the rim.
Now, here's Price. He's got 6. Pass to Duran. Back to Price. Just 2 to shoot. His 3-pointers off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Harris. Knippel with the rebound. Irving against Price. Down low. That's tipped. He's looking for Duran and finds him. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Max Christie, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Max Christie.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Hornets making a change here. Spencer's checked in. And so here's Charlotte. 3-point lead. The drive by Price. No good with the layup. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. Elbow shot is on the way. Count that one. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, man. Irving so crafty in that mid-range area.
Here's Allen. Charlotte's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And here's Price. He has 6. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving with the ball. Over in the corner, Allen. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. McDaniels passes to Duran. Price outside. Pass to Knippel. 5 on the clock. Charlotte moving it around. And Charlotte turns it over again. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Kings. Lively a screen on Price. And here is Harris. Off with the layup. Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. McDaniels. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. McDaniels got 13 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Pass to Christie. Now here's Irving. He's defended by Price. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. Got it off in time, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Hornets on top, up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets. They're in a free fall, sliding down these rankings. But the good news is time is still on their side.
And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
Playing for one.
Thank you for being with us. Now,
and we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniel.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
We've got Knippel. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Duran. Then there's Price, and it's Spencer in at the 2. So that's the Hornets 5. Now here is Harris inside. The kick out to Irving. Stolen by McDaniel. Here's Spencer. Allen defending. Price outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Price has got the first field goal of the second half for the Hornets. Allen outside. Back to Irving. Over Price. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Irving.
An efficient scorer, Irving is capable of connecting from just about any spot on the floor.
McDaniels outside. Knippel setting the pick for McDaniel. And Knippel, the bucket on the assist by McDaniel.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the inside, Irving. And easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 12.
But with that touch and finishing ability, if Irving gets that close, it is over.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
It's good. He's got 12.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Harris outside. Irving sets a screen for Harris. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal. screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
So oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Khalil Ware's checked in for Jalen Duren. Tamani Kamara comes in for McDaniels. And it's Michael Porter in for Knipple. Now here's Allen. To the wing right side. Lively finds Irving. Driving the lane. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
It's Price on the wing. He's got 12. And a wide open look for Porter. Drills it from outside. And the Hornets lead by 5.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Price. And the shot is long. Charlotte leading by 5. Pass to Kamara. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. And here's Price for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Flag. Off target with his 3. Charlotte has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Price dishes to Porter. Back to Price. Porter a screen on Irving. Price with the ball. Now defended by Flag. Porter, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran. He said, quote, "I used to think leadership is a lonely thing, and it's not. It's surrounding yourself with great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best." Back to you.
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now, here's Price. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris, here's Spencer. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Thomas checked in for Charlotte. Kobe White comes in for Price. Dallas also making some changes. Washington's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Max Christie in for Allen. Pass to Christie. They could use a bucket. The Hornets pull it in. Ware's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Now here's White. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Flag. He's got 5. Pass to Irving. Washington with the screen on Thomas. Irving can't get it to go.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
White against Christie. Upside Thomas. Now White. And it's Flag with the rebound.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Washington passes to Irving. Now Flag. Washington sets the pick for Flag. No good on the 3. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Ware. And the rejection by Lively. Flag with it. White on it. Back to Irving. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Irving against Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they continue to control the glass.
White looking around. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Charlotte no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 7. Irving passes to Christie. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Christie. Irving's got 16 points. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Mavericks with some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Royce O'Neal comes in for Flag. And it's Ben Simmons in for Kyrie Irving. 1:21 left to play here in the third. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
There's the pick. Pass to Diabate. Christie with it. Now Thomas defending. The shot's good from Christie.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
White against Simmons. Stolen by Washington. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Hornets lead. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons against White. Thomas kicks to White. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hornets lead by 3. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach.
Defensively, keep talking, right? Keep helping each other.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Christie is out there with Simmons. And it's Flag in at the 3 spot.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
First team.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Jaden McDaniel, number 20.
Dallas shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Simmons finds Gafford. Now Flagg to take the lead. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
It's White on the wing. Hartenstein with the screen for White. Some solid defense from Gafford.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to McDaniels. Now Knippel. Outside White. Hartenstein with the screen on Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Gafford. Christie with it. Now, here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he... put it right where it needed to be.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Fades and shoots. Count it. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
A nice shot by Hartenstein.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Some changes here for the Hornets. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Herbert Jones comes in for Knippel. And it's Price in for White. And Dallas also making a switch. Irving's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Here's McDaniels. Price outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Irving. And it's Price missing. Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Flagg. Back to Irving. Launches it. Duren pulls it in. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Jones with the screen on Christie. McDaniels on the wing. Duren down low. Gafford's there.
Well, that is grown man strength right there. Duren finishing through contact.
Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now, here's Bryce. To take the lead, sinks the triple. And the Hornets lead by 2. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Offensive rebound.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer. For the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Charlotte. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Harris comes in for P.J. Washington. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Max Christie. Pass to Camara, Price outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Price has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Allen for 3. Yeah. It's no good that time either.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Pass to Duran. Charlotte moving the ball around. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Against Jones. Now Harris. And here is Irving. And they get it. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Price. Five to shoot. A shot. And they'll get another chance. Jones finds Price. 6 to shoot. Another chance. He gets the bucket on the way in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. just entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Price with it. Now defended by Flagg. Three. Good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Buries the deep ball.
Well, you knew he wasn't going to let that three go unanswered. What a response from Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for two, Price.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Price outside. Kneppel setting the pick for Price. Here's Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels fires. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 9. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Spins. Irving. Oh, good on the layup. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on an 18-5 run. Now Price. He takes it in. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Hornets.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. Price with it. Kneppel setting the pick for Price. Beyond the arc. Not going to go. Irving outside. Shoots the 3. Oh, what a finish. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what